Hello students, today I am going to explain you how to perform an experiment on 4-channel time division multiplexing using IC 4051. So this is a kit for performing the experiment on 4-channel time division multiplexing. This kit consists of 3 different blocks or circuits. The first block or the first circuit is a stable multivibrator. It generates a train of continuous square wave pulses of frequency 10 kilohertz. From this single signal, we have to generate 4 different square wave signals. And for this, we are using here 4-bit binary counter using IC 7493. It has 4 different flip-flops and their outputs are QA, QB, QC and QD. At the output of first flip-flop A, the frequency of the signal will be half of the input signal. So input frequency is 10 kilohertz. So the frequency at the output of first flip-flop E will be 5 kilohertz. Then this output of first flip-flop is internally connected to the clock input of flip-flop B. So it will receive 5 kilohertz square wave input signal. So its output signal will have a frequency of half of the input. So that is, it will have 2.5 kilohertz output frequency. Now its output is again connected to the clock input of third flip-flop, that is flip-flop C. So its output will be having the frequency half of the input frequency. So input frequency 2.5 kilohertz and therefore its output frequency will be 1.25 kilohertz. So output of this third flip-flop C is again connected as a clock input to the last flip-flop D, and so D flip-flop will receive a clock input of frequency 1.25 kilohertz. So its output frequency will be half of this frequency, so it will be equal to 0.625 kilohertz. So in this way, from a single 10 kilohertz frequency square wave signal, we obtain 4 different square wave signals of 4 different frequencies. First signal has the frequency 5 kilohertz. Second square wave signal has the frequency 2.5 kilohertz. Third one has a frequency of 1.25 kilohertz. Fourth signal has the frequency of 0.625 kilohertz. These 4 different frequency square wave signals are connected to the 4 different input channels of the 4:1 multiplexer using these yellow color wires. Now here, out of these 4 different square wave signals, this multiplexer will select only one signal and will allow to appear at the output. And this will be done according to the logic on the control inputs A and B. Since it is a 4:1 mux, it has 2 control inputs. The logic on these 2 control inputs A and B will decide which one signal out of these 4 is selected to appear at the output. For example, if these 2 control inputs, both A and B, are 0, 0, they are connected to ground terminal of the power supply, then the first signal will get selected. Its frequency is 5 kilohertz. There will be the output signal of 5 kilohertz frequency. You can measure the period of that signal on the CRO and verify that really it is 5 kilohertz frequency signal. Then when the control signals A and B are 0, 1, means B is 0 and A is 1, then the frequency signal connected at in 1 will be selected. So at the output, you will get the frequency signal of 2.5 kilohertz when B is 0 and A is 1. Now when B is 1 and A is 0, then the third input signal at in2 input will get selected and will appear at the output. So again, you can measure its period on CRO, and from that period you calculate the frequency. Inverse of period will give you the frequency. That frequency should come equal to 1.25 kilohertz. Now at the last, if you make B and A both 1, 1, means connect them to the positive terminal of the power supply, then the last signal connected at in3 input channel will be selected by the multiplexer, and that signal will appear at the output terminal number 3. And so you can measure the period of that waveform on CRO. From that period you get the frequency. 1 upon period you will get the frequency, and check that whether that frequency is equal to 0.625 kilohertz or not. So in this way you can select the particular input signal out of 4 available input signals by using this multiplexer at different time intervals. So that is why it is called time division multiplexing. Means out of 4 only one is selected at a time over the given period of time. So this was the simple functioning or the working of this circuit. Now we will do the actual experiment by connecting this pin number 3 to the CRO channel number 1 and we'll observe the waveforms. Of course, we will get the square waveforms on CRO because input signals are all square wave signals of different frequencies. And so we'll measure the period of each output corresponding to different logic combinations on control inputs A and B. So let us now connect the CRO. Dear students, now we will do the actual experiment. So pin number 3, which is the output of this 4:1 mux, is now connected to the channel number 1 of the CRO. Now we will apply the control inputs A and B. This black wire is connected to input A and this red wire is connected to control input B of the mux. Now we have to connect them to the negative terminal of the 5 volt power supply. So this will give both A and B inputs a 0-0 logic. So at this time the first input signal of frequency 5 kHz will get selected and will appear at the output, and now we will confirm whether it is 5 kHz signal or not. We have to measure the period of this signal on CRO. Now we will now measure the period. Now see here, we have to measure the period on this screen of the CRO. The distance between this point and this point, distance between the two similar points of the square waveform will give you the period. So what is the distance between these 2 points, this point and this point? That is equal to 4 divisions from this to this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 divisions. And the position of the time per division knob is at 50 microsecond per division. It means value of horizontal division is 50 microsecond, and therefore there are 4 divisions between the two similar points. So what is their value? 4 into 50 microsecond. So it will come out equal to 4 into 50 microsecond. That is equal to 200 microsecond. So 200 microsecond means how many millisecond? Divided by 1000. So you will get 0.2 millisecond. So the period of 5 kHz frequency is 0.2 millisecond. So you have got 0.2 millisecond. If you take the 1 upon 0.2 millisecond, you will get 5 kHz frequency. In this way, we have confirmed that when A and B both are at 0-0, then we get the output equal to 5 kHz frequency signal. Means first input is selected. Now, if you make A 1 and B 0, you have to connect A to 1 and B to 0. Means 0-1 logic is applied. Then second input signal connected at in 1 will get selected, and its frequency is 2.5 kHz. So at the output on CRO, you should get the period equal to 0.4 millisecond, which is the period of 2.5 kHz frequency signal. So measure the period. So here this point to this point, the distance is total 8 divisions, and the position of the time per division knob is at the same position, 50 microsecond per division. 50 into 8 means 400 microsecond, means into millisecond you get 0.4 millisecond. So 0.4 millisecond is the period of 2.5 kHz square wave signal. So in this way we have confirmed that second input signal was selected to appear at the output when B was 0 and A was 1. Now if third input B1 and A0 is given to the control inputs, then third input signal connected at in2 channel will get selected at the output. The frequency of the third input signal is 1.25 and its period is 0.8 millisecond. So you should get the period 0.8 millisecond on CRO. So measure the distance between the two similar points. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 divisions. What is the position? 0.2 millisecond per division is the position of time per division knob. So 4 into 0.2 you get 0.8. So the period of this waveform is 0.8 millisecond. You take 1 upon 0.8 millisecond, you get the frequency equal to 1.25 kilohertz. So in this way, when B is 1 and A is 0, you get the third frequency signal at the output. Now if both A and B are 1-1, means connect them to positive terminal of the power supply in this way, then you will select last signal, that is signal of frequency 0.625 kilohertz will appear at the output. You can measure the frequency. So here how many divisions are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 divisions. Position of time per division knob is 0.2 millisecond per division. So 0.2 millisecond per division into 8 divisions. You get 8 into 0.2 means 1.6. So for A is equal to 1 and B equal to 1, you get the period of waveform on CRO equal to 1.6 millisecond. So take 1 upon 1.6 millisecond, you get the frequency equal to 0.625 kilohertz. Means you confirm that the fourth signal is selected to appear at the output when A and B both are 1, 1. In this way, we have verified that at a time only one signal out of present 4 signals will get selected and will appear at the output using 4:1 multiplexer. So in this way, the circuit acts as a time division multiplexer. At different time intervals, you are selecting the single input out of many present inputs. Here in this particular experiment, we are applying 4 inputs, so it is called 4-channel multiplexer. And at different time intervals, we are selecting only 1 out of 4 and allowing to appear at the output. So it is called time division multiplexing circuit. Thank you.